really great to be here at the 10th year of building the smarter state. I think I've probably been at about 8 out of 10 years of this, and it's really been incredible to see the progress. As we've just heard from Julian, over the past decade, the landscape of government, technology, and public service delivery in the UK has been transformed. Fantastic progress has been made towards building the smarter state. But is smart really going to be smart enough, or do we need to keep making smart smarter? Whilst, of course, no one can really predict the future, not with any certainty, in the next just minus 10 minutes, we're going to look a decade ahead, start to think of the challenges that the smarter state will face in 2034, and importantly, the role of technology in addressing them, to support the delivery of a more secure, more resilient, more prosperous, and even smarter UK. I'm going to start with our first challenge, climate change. The world is under immense pressure. Rapid population growth, coupled with increasing urbanisation and longer life expectancies, is really stretching infrastructure to its limits. Global temperatures continue to rise, with shifting weather patterns and the intensification of extreme weather events. Food security is threatened. Agricultural production struggles to keep pace with the demand for food, increasingly impacted by droughts, floods, and shifting growing seasons. There are more large-scale climate migrations, with populations, as Julian said, many ageing, forced to relocate due to rising sea levels and the depletion of natural resources. These migrations are placing further strain on urban areas and services, often unprepared for the sudden influx of people, leading to overcrowded conditions and inadequate infrastructure. Urban expansion itself contributes to the loss of biodiversity as natural habitats are destroyed to make way for housing, roads, and industry. This continues in a vicious cycle, the destruction of greenery, which is vital for carbon storage and mitigating climate change, further exacerbating the situations as the ecosystems that support our Earth are pushed to their limits. While there are, of course, technological solutions that are already being implemented to address some of these challenges and help us adapt, and of course we're all doing everything that we can to mitigate further impact, these measures are not going to be enough. Existing smart systems are designed to optimise efficiency and resource usage, but the scale of the problems we will face will require even more innovative and integrated solutions.
Thanks, Roz. Oh, wow. Over the last 10 years, the state has definitely become smarter in cybersecurity. Every department now has a Chief Information Security Officer whose role it is to ensure that data and information is accessible to the right people at the wrong time, and probably more importantly, make sure that that data is not accessible to the wrong people at the wrong time. However, cybersecurity threats are becoming more sophisticated, and I'm sure you'll all remember the NHS supplier who was held by a ransom attack earlier this year, which directly impacted patients' access to treatments and operations here in London. Quantum computing will be here in the next 10 years. We believe that quantum computing has a major threat to cybersecurity. My laptop can brute force an encryption key, 256 characters long, trying different combinations of lowercase, uppercase, numbers, and special characters. But with my laptop, could break that in about 2 billion or 200 billion years, depending on how lucky it got. With the advent of quantum computing, the world of computers moves from binary, 1 and 0, to a 1, a 0, or a 1 and a 0 at the same time. This is exponential growth in terms of computing power, and a quantum computer will be able to break that same encryption key in something like 4 hours or maybe minutes as it gets more sophisticated. Therefore, this will make all the private data in the world pretty much visible overnight. So the smarter state, must continue to get smarter. Other things that we need to consider are, in terms of security, is AI and deep fakes. We've all seen clips, I'm sure, of celebrities saying things that they never actually said, yet the videos appear very real. Now imagine that these deep fakes will evolve when quantum computing moves out of the lab and into the mainstream. If a malicious group was to create a highly realistic AI-generated video of a cultural group attacking another cultural group and posting it online, obviously the potential to provoke violence, reactions, and civil unrest is immense. So the smarter state must get smarter, not just to protect data, but to ensure that individuals can distinguish between what is real and what is fake, therefore maintaining public trust in the institutions that are the foundation of our society.
Thanks, Mark. Certainly a lot for us to consider there. So finally, let's consider globalisation. Today, globalisation extends way beyond trade and finance, deeply influencing technological development, culture, communication, health, and environmental systems. Rapid advancements in technology, especially AI, automation, and digital communication, have accelerated the pace at which information, goods, and services are exchanged globally. Anywhere there is data in the future, there will be AI. The world is more interconnected than ever before, with the internet and social media fostering global communities and movements, whilst blurring geographical boundaries that we previously understood and causing instability. Global cultural exchange is also intensifying, as ideas, language, and tradition circulate at unprecedented rates through entertainment and online platforms. This increased interconnectedness brings with it significant challenges, such as inequality with technology access, growing concerns over data privacy, and the uneven distribution of benefits of technological advancements, where wealthier nations and corporations are often gaining the most. Thinking back to our first challenge, climate change, environmental pressures and resource scarcity are also magnified on a global scale, with pollution and biodiversity loss impacting all regions, regardless of their direct contribution to these issues, climate injustice. But when we talk about globalisation, where might we end up a decade from today? And what does this mean for all of us in the room for the delivery of future public services in the UK?
Okay, so we've painted a picture of some of the significant challenges we expect over the next 10 years and beyond that the smartest state must face head on. But let's pivot to hope and the solutions and what we can focus to do with these. So Ros started off by talking about an increasingly volatile world, where people are not only fleeing war and persecution, but also migrating due to climate change, where islands are disappearing under rising sea levels and areas once fertile are becoming deserts. This puts immense strain on already struggling urban infrastructure. Add to that the ageing and increasing population and the creation of new cities on green land, and it becomes clear the smarter state needs to get smarter at urban planning. Digital twin technology has been around for decades, the same as AI. And like AI, it's now growing in prominence thanks to increases in compute power and industry investments. A digital twin is a virtual model that could be of a city or a new city that's being planned, where urban designers can run simulations and models that see how that new city will perform. They can test and refine those models until they are truly optimized. This ensures that the smart state continues to evolve, building on the next generation of urban areas that truly meet the needs of the future population. With the advent I spoke about with quantum computing, we can take the concept even further and create digital twins of the citizens themselves. These advanced models could incorporate demographics such as race, culture, individual preferences, and health. Planners would then be able to predict and cater for how diverse cultural groups can use public spaces, how citizens move around cities, and what resources they'll need. This ensures that our infrastructure is designed to accommodate everyone, allowing critical services like healthcare and transport to easily cope with the changes that we will inevitably face.
So back to our next challenge, security, and exploring the challenges for the next decade and beyond. So we, as Mark said, cannot ignore the massive disruption that quantum computing and AI advancements will introduce, particularly in security. With quantum computing, as Mark outlined, we're entering a realm where today's encryption methods, ones we rely on to protect everything from bank transactions to government communications, could be rendered useless in minutes. Imagine the world's most sensitive data suddenly becoming vulnerable. This scenario isn't that far off. Quantum's ability to break traditional encryption protocols threatens the very foundation of our data security as we know it today. Couple that with the rise of AI-powered deepfakes, and we have a recipe for a major crisis in trust. Hyper-realistic fake media generated using AI can make it nearly impossible to distinguish between fact and fiction. Public services, governments, and even businesses could maintain an uphill battle in maintaining trust as these deepfakes flood the information space, undermining public confidence in news, official statements, and digital interactions. The implications go beyond just technical vulnerabilities. As quantum and AI technologies evolve, the ethical challenges become profound. Personalized services, which of course have great potential for improving efficiency and public service delivery, carry increased risks of invasion of privacy and misuse of personal data. The more personalized the service, the more data that's collected, and in the wrong hands, this data becomes a powerful tool for manipulation. But all of these threats can be reversed. The opportunity is incredible, from AI-enabled coding and development, continuing to learn to mitigate these risks for us, and AI solutions to verify and detect manipulated content. Ethically, we must embed privacy in personalized services, giving citizens control over their data whilst enabling innovation. Stronger partnerships between regulators and tech companies, and the groupings here today will ensure data is used responsibly.
Thank you, Ros. Ros spoke earlier as well around how globalisation presents challenges of inequality, privacy concerns, and environmental degradation. But it also opens up unprecedented opportunities for innovation, cooperation, and positive change. The smarter state must leverage and continue to leverage technology effectively to ensure that globalisation benefits everyone, not just a privileged few. The smarter state has been working to ensure equal access to technology, and it's critical that we get smarter at this. Governments and international organisations must work to bring internet access and digital literacy to underserved communities. Initiatives like low-orbit satellite networks, such as Starlink, can connect remote areas, whilst mobile technologies can extend financial, health, and educational services to populations previously left behind. AI will play a key role in fostering global cooperation, particularly in areas like trade, health, and environmental management. It can streamline international supply chains, monitor global agreements like the Paris Climate Accord, and provide early warning systems for pandemics or environmental disasters. AI-assisted decision-making can help governments craft more informed and equitable policies based on real-time data. And let's not forget the rise of blockchain and cryptocurrencies. These technologies will force us to rethink traditional financial systems, offering transparent, decentralized methods for tracking transactions and reducing corruption. Imagine smart systems that can fairly automate welfare distribution, for example, ensuring resources reach those in need without bureaucratic delays. Finally, in a world where globalization can sometimes threaten local cultures, technology can be a powerful tool for preservation. Digital archiving, AI language models, and virtual reality can document and protect endangered languages, traditions, and cultural practices, allowing future generations to access and learn from them. Globalization may present challenges, but as our smarter state gets smarter, through the adoption of technology, we can shape to build a fairer, smarter, and sustainable world. So, to bring this to a close, over the last decade, the state has become smart, and in the years to come, it will only get smarter. For this evolution to succeed, government and industry must work hand in hand. And organisations like techUK, which bridge the two, play a pivotal role in driving this forward. At the heart of the smarter state must be the citizen and ethics. I'm excited to see how technology can help shape a fairer society, one with equitable access to resources and opportunities, allowing us to face the challenges of the future with confidence, both as a country and a global community. Thank you.